that was marked red. Maybe there was once a blueprint in it. Or, you know, something special. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see. I'm just looking something up here. I'm curious about just the a ferry. Hmm. They were saying in the trivia they were mentioning a few references in the Evil's soft first touches. They there's references to film Spartacus. There's a reference to the Italian painter Boccati or South whatever. Apparently, there's a reference to the 1886 Polish novel *The Deluge*. If you do start a fight between, start a fight with Olgierd. Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside? Make no difference to me. Justly said, stand and fight. And when Geralt mentions his swords being almost auctioned off at the Bersodi's house, that happened in Season of Storms. Apparently, if you defeat the Fairy Warriors as the optional objective, you get bonus XP for it. But it's not saying if anything else happens. Yeah, I'm just wondering if, you know, is there, like, details like, was there something important in that chest? Because it was marked red, but I can't find anything at all. And there's actually another note. Oh, apparently you know, when you're having the conversation with the jailers when you're on the ship, the correct option was the third one, and it gets you an extra 200 XP. I really wish I knew that before I would have made the correct choice. But maybe if I do end up doing this game again, I'll try and keep that in mind. Apparently, there's a note here that if you go straight to the Garin estate instead of crossroads outside Yantara, you'll get a different conversation with. Odin will initiate a conversation with Geralt before he reaches the estate, and the dialogue between Geralt and Odin will have a slightly different beginning. there's also additional comment that Geralt can make about the burning mansion. You're meant to meet up with Odim at a certain crossroads. Instead of doing that, you just go straight to the estate. Odim meets you there instead. Interesting. But yeah, I can't find out about these. Oh well. It's odd that I haven't dealt with this hidden treasure. Maybe it's underground. Certainly a possibility. No, it's probably in the house, or, you know, adjacent. Ooh, okay, this is why. Oh, this music brings me back. Oh, whoa. Dirty letter. For WJ's eyes only. WJ? Arrived at the designated location, took care of the knights, sunk their boat, but the leader's causing trouble. Locked him in the cellar till he wises up. We'll starve the fucker into submission. Heading back to Novigrad as soon as we get the goods. Horson Jr. That's it. Tom Two Teeth. Probably most likely dead. Oh yeah, very much so. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Brethren, I write you now in my own blood, so you may know what fate befell me. Well, goddamn, are you verbose? Given that he's writing in his own blood, that's impressive. Following M's orders, I travelled to Novigrad to resupply and sell our latest batch of Fizztech. I left the men in my command on our boat, along with goods and the coin, while I went to the hut on the beach to wait WJ's men. When they arrived, it was well after dark. One of them bore a linen sack on his back. The sack did not contain the promised Novigrad crowns. Instead, it held the heads of my men. Scoundrels demanded to know where the Fizztech was, but I only told them about the case in the ship, which they'll never open without my key. My choice was to slip this into my arse. Shortly before they caught me, proved wise, for they searched everywhere else. Though they interrogated me harshly, I withheld the truth. Instead, I insisted one of the men they murdered on the ship was carrying the key. My role was merely to negotiate. They wanted to kill me at once, but their captain had another idea at the last minute. They locked me in this accursed cage to wither and die slowly from hunger and thirst. Second day of my captivity, I heard the screams of my captors. I know not whether I saw true or visions, but it seems drowners had emerged from the water and were devouring the horse sons alive. The problem remains that they, the horse sons, not the drowners, have so securely locked me in that I see no means of escape. I've sat in here for 6 days now. Stopped feeling hunger after the third, my guts having turned in on themselves. Now I only dream of drink. I would give all the gold in the world for a sip of water. Could be rank and full of arva and it would still guzzle it greedily. I drank my own urine for the first few days, but I no longer produce any. I've nothing left, not even hope. The last thing keeping me sane is the thought of writing this letter to you. Farewell. And Saum? The sword, famine, and perfidy. Did you really remove a key from a dying guy's ass, Scrolt? My god. And he did it like it was nothing. Ugh. Disgusting. So this is a Hearts of Stone question mark we're basically dealing with right here. Probably won the last. Maybe won the last. Beyond, you know, not knowing what to play, I also haven't been, you know, sure what to, you know. I know, I've been following it. I used to watch videos on YouTube constantly, but now I just have no interest anymore. What's much money in there anyway? There's a few here that are still highlighted, but I think it was a case of them just not de-highlighting. No idea. This is a great game. The music's fantastic. The gameplay's fantastic. I truly love it. I really wish, like I've said before on many occasions, that I just sat down and just played through it, you know, rather than stopping and starting it so much. I think that would have been the best for it, you know. And I am admittedly trying to draw this out a little. Though it's not to stretch out the Let's Play, it's to... I don't think I can bear for the series to end just yet. Yeah, it's just for that reason. What even is that? that was very loud. Mm. Okay, and that was telling me that I had looted that. Ha. When the health bar disappeared, I was like, shit, did I die? No, no. Okay, I've lowered it by 2 decibels. Just to make sure it's not completely overwhelming. I remember being in here. Ah, I never dealt with this. Or I did and the illusion just came back. Jester had one task. One. To write incantations on the ribbons used in creating the golem. And what did he do? Made a dog's dinner out of it, of course. It was all instead of a guard, we have a murderer walking our lab. And I asked, did you double check the incantations? Oh, aye, yes, sirree. Are you sure? Sure, shouldn't I? And yet the results prove otherwise. Think that I could have had one of my students do it instead of that imbecile. We barricaded ourselves in, but he'll get us. It's only a matter of time. At least I condoled the horror of my last minutes with Fizztech. Prime quality stuff at that. We would have garnered top coin for it, had Jester not been a complete and probably illiterate idiot. Well, I guess I didn't have many years left in me anyway, and I better go out with a bang than die slow in a hospital. So I suppose it's a Valfail cruel world. Okay. That really didn't look breakable at all. It didn't have the normal, like, aura of it. At least it was on the map. Otherwise I would have never noticed. Wonder if I've missed that like that, expecting to see the aura, but didn't. And wasn't watching the map at the time. So, yeah, we're still going to the isolated hut. Oh, actually, wait. Monster nest, like, right here. Oh, I'm also actually curious. Let's see what, if we go up here, what do we find? Okay, the house is in better condition than I expected. Or not.